Okay, so today we're gonna start a process of going through all the different kind of little nooks and crannies of Premiere Pro CS6. So we're gonna start off in the project panel. We have a little project I did a while ago, just loaded up from when I was first playing with CS6. So the lovely Miss Madison Shea singing in Track Studios for World Records. So, project panel. This bad boy. Hit tilde to open up all the way. Oh, look at all the goodness. We're just in hog heaven. Please excuse all my crazy things here. Bridge messed up my battery name. Who would have thought? I love Bridge, but hey, we're not talking about Bridge this time. Alright, first little deal starting up here is this little preview window. It's kind of, I don't know. I don't know why anyone would use it, but it's there. You can set a poster frame, which is cool. You can play the video through a little mini viewer there. More important than this is the information to the side of it. You've got your file name. There you go. Less embarrassing one. File name. Got your dimensions of the thing. You got time. You got your frame rate. Except for that's wrong. It's not interlaced. Oh well. Audio information. It's pretty neat, right? Okay. Moving down the search thing. If I, you just search stuff. So I went B-roll 07. Bam. Not that I know what that is at all. Okay. And you can tell it where to search, which, I mean, hey, obviously. Okay, moving down a little bit, we got this thing. Like, you recognize this from Finder and Explorer and whatever thing you use to browse your files. Alright, so next here you've got your kind of metadata stuff, just like you're working in Finder or Explorer, whether you're on Windows or Mac or whatever Linux uses, because you guys are just above my head. Just crazy smart people. I wish I could use Linux. Anyway, so you can right click and do this and add oodles and oodles and oodles of stuff. So let's see, we show file path, and then over here I can see you can rearrange it and say, alright, so I have this in IF, videos, the project file, yeah, you understand it. And I can also just go back and take that away if I want. Wherever I put that. Anyway, cool. So you can resize all those obviously just by dragging them around. So let's make this one really small again. Yep. So I won't go through what every thing in here ever is, because even I'm not crazy enough to do that. But the kind of general message of it is, if you want it to be, if you want it to show up there, you can probably find it somewhere, and you'll be just fine and diddly dandy. Alright, so next, moving below it is, oh look, your footage. Everybody knows what this is. Your little icon that shows its video and audio, file name, all this other garbage. Easy edit options, duplicate duplicates, modify. You can set the audio channels to whatever you want over there. You can define custom presets. You can switch the audio channels, because I've known lots of times people plug in the mics wrong and it's reversed. And the tools in the effects browser for that suck. So just might as well do it here. Especially if it's on that one single stereo track. Then it's way too many steps. So you can say how many audio tracks you want. It's pretty neat. So say you want like Final Cut 7 stuff. You can do the split stereo thing. That's pretty neat. At least I think it's pretty neat. I'd use that. In that same menu, can modify. You can go to interpret footage. You can get there either way. There's your audio channel things before. So if your frame rate's messed up, you can fix that. You can define whatever pixel aspect you want. Field order, but you know, hopefully you're, progressive. There's no reason to go interlaced nowadays. And then alpha channel stuff. Pretty self-explanatory. Ignore alpha channel, just put a black background in. Invert alpha channel, make what's transparent opaque and what's opaque transparent. No timecode options, cool. Moving down some more, can go to properties, and this tells you all a bunch of good stuff that you already knew up here, just more stuff, which is cool. Then you can go down. You can obviously reveal in Bridge, reveal in Explorer or Finder if you're on a Mac. Reveal project in Explorer, rename. Don't right click and hit rename, just by the way, hit enter. Like, save yourself the hassle, bro. Let's go to that. For these things, I don't have the analyze content or this stuff. I'm sure that's useful for some people, but just by the fact that I've never used it, I'm not going to try and teach it. I tried to learn it real fast right before this, but I didn't get it. So you're on your own. Insert, edit, overwrite, edit. Insert obviously puts the endpoint where it goes and moves everything else down. Overwrite just kind of plunks it in and overwrites everything. New sequence from clip makes a new sequence with just that clip in it. Who would have thought? Replace footage. You can go replace footage. You can go and use a different thing that you want. Have that footage linked to a different. Have that element linked to a different piece of footage. So now it's me testing my jib in the back of my car. Oh no, it's not. Oh, Soggy Stevens making a guest appearance. Yeah. Just in the Belmont parking garage, making sure the jib worked. Oh. Well, also appears you can't undo that, so that's neat. Alright. I'm down with that. Good to know. You can also make it offline if, you feel that way. That'll unlink the media. So if you move it around, like, when would you use that? Like, say you are rearranging all your files while you're editing a project and you want to move your footage to a different folder and you wanted your project not to freak out, then I guess you'd make a bunch of stuff offline. Not really a great thing to do. I don't know. Speed duration, obviously. You can change the speed, you can change the duration. Who would have thought? You can reverse the speed, choose to maintain or not maintain audio pitch. Premiere's pretty terrible at that. I'd say export the audio out again and take it into Audition, and I'm sure that'll be better. I've never tried retiming audio in Audition, but just by how crappy Premiere is at retiming audio, anything's got to be better. If Audition can't do it for some reason, get a real big boy DAW. Like, I'm a big fan of Samplitude. Pro Tools retiming is awesome. Logic's retiming is awesome. Cubase, I haven't worked with the retiming much, which is funny because I've used that DAW the most out of any of them. But I've never got into retiming there. I've always done that in Pro Tools or Logic. So just going on a little tangent there. Audio gain, obviously. You can set the gain to adjust gain by. So this will, ooh, this is neat. It has this peak amplitude thing right there. That's cool. So you can. This would be kind of like adjusting a master fader. And this would be kind of like adjusting a channel fader. So this would be, I guess, like take what is now 0 and make it this, and then this would be... I don't really see how these two are different. If you know, describe it to me. I can see it in my head, but I don't know how to describe it. And then normalize max peak to this and all peaks. I don't know if this limits or not. I don't know. Like I said, who does audio in Premiere? Like, come on, put your big boy pants on. Label, you can choose a different funny color. Forest green. Oh, how beautiful. This isn't a subclip, but you can make a subclip, which is cool, I guess. Open in source monitor. Whoa, just double click, brother. Like, seriously. Edit original. That'd be if you had like a subclip. Oh wait. My bad. Oh man. Look at how noisy that bad boy is. That is lovely. So I guess that just shows you the original piece of footage. Cool. And then edit in Audition and Photoshop. Great stuff. Alright. So that's all in this list view thing. Then you can go into this cool icon view. It makes you feel like you're using Final Cut X. But I mean, it's pretty neat. You can scrub through your footage here, and you can even set in points and out points. So I mean, that's pretty cool. Then you can open up your bins. It opens up in a new thing. And then another neat little deal is you can... So say we've got this fun stuff. Say we like that clip, and we like this clip. You've got those two, and then you can do automate to sequence. And then that was another thing like in Final Cut 7. I remember learning about that and how it's pretty neat. Standard options here. You can apply transitions and stuff, and then it just pops it into a new sequence for you. Don't know where that goes because I can't freaking manage anything in icon view. But if you like icon view, go ahead and use it. I mean, it looks really cool to have all these icons in there. I mean, who am I to tell you what to do? Okay, they've got this sweet zoom slider, which works in both. Cool. And then you've got search, which is Control F, which is like exactly what we found up here. So that, except for just got a little more detail. So, like you say we wanted to find something that starts at 0 or something. I don't know, but it's really cool because you can, like, if you have like tons of footage, like if you're working on like a documentary or something, and you have a really great data management, and you're like, all right, I want all the things that are, I don't know, have the comment birds. Then you could go ahead and search that. If you're like, I want birds, and I want the frame rate to be at 25 because we're in Britain and we're PAL like that. Okay, so that's pretty neat. The new items, new sequence. There's a new sequence. Who would have thought? You can go through and choose all your presets, or you know, which looking through those is too complicated for me. So I'll just go and define my own. Define my own thing, if I would ever do that. Also, what you can do instead of doing that is just take your footage and drag it into this thing, and then boom, new sequence, all the right settings. Fantastic. Good job, Theo. You just saved a bunch of time. Okay, next thing, like an offline file. That'd be like if you're like once again like really great at planning ahead, and you're like, all right, I want 15 seconds of this, and then 10 seconds of this, and then 30 seconds of this. You can start assembling a rough edit with just the offline files, and then you can go and make those online once you actually capture this stuff, and then you can perform a slipping edit to find out where you want it, which seems like a lot of work, but I mean, it sure sounds like a pretty cool thing to do. That's not how I work, but if you like to work that way, then great. More power to you. Next is adjustment layer, which is what? Awesome. It's like, are we in Photoshop now? It's freaking sweet. So you can apply an effect to a bunch of clips and be like, whoa, look at our crappy black and white effect. We use desaturated stuff. Or, you know, you could do more, and we can make it like super contrasty. All right, look how hip we are. And then Instagram that bad boy. Oh crap, tint is after it, before it. Oh man, I was having too much fun. Huh, weird. Another one of these. Top this bad boy. There we go. Now we're gonna Instagram this. Whoop whoop. Oh, look at that. Yeah, look at how old school we look now. Check out that bad boy. And then you don't have to do all that really super hard work of going through and making this awesome color effect for every clip, or copying and pasting your stuff, and it's just there. And it works, and it's great. And I love adjustment layers so much. Okay. Like, adjustment layers. Thank you, Adobe, for making adjustment layers in CS6. This is the best move that you could make, and that you threw a warp stabilizer in there for me. Also, like, I just want to give you a big hug. We're not going to talk about warp stabilizer yet, because effects will be a different video. We'll talk about a bunch of effects, and that'll be awesome. Ah, get excited. Okay, then you can add a title, which is Control T, and then you can say Theo rocks if you're not a noob, and you can. Whoa, I've got this rocky font there too. Awesome. Look at that bad boy. The rocks. Yeah, Theo rocks. Look at that. That is classy as anything. And then you've got bars and tones if you're a broadcast person, which I am not. I do not understand any of that broadcast stuff. I worked at a political advertising agency, and they had all this broadcast stuff. We had to go to this place, and they had all these monitors. They're all really smart, and they're all talking about DV tape and this stuff. But they use bars and tone. I'm sure they would appreciate this. And HD bars and tone, which are a little different. So, you know, if you are into that, I mean, hey, it's there for you. Awesome. Great job. You can make some black video if you like to fade stuff out that way. If you just want to put some black video in, I mean, more power to you. Color matte. It's like black video with a color. What? So yeah, it's maroon, but I mean, hey, I was just typing with one hand, and red was easier to do that with. Then, oh, this is cool. The universal counting leader. It's just another broadcast thing or something. But I mean, check out how crazy psychedelic you can make this bad boy. You can change the color of everything. Like, oh man, this is oh man, it's like it's freaking sweetest thing. Let's make this really ugly. Like this. Yeah, look at that. You know, you can change that. So if instead of this dumb graphic at the beginning, you can have this sweet universal counting header thing. Whoa, yeah, nice. Boop, 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 boop. That's pretty cool. I dig. And then you make transparent video, which I don't get at all. But if you like to make random transparent video, I mean, I guess a placeholder. If you don't want to make offline footage, maybe if you want to make something you can replace with an After Effects composition. But I mean, if you know what transparent video is for, tell me, because I have no idea. It's cool. And then the delete button. I mean, oh, whoa, delete that transparent video. So cool. I mean, that's kind of like quick and dirty gist of things. Oh, I missed new bin. New bin or control question mark. If you're somebody who makes a bunch of bins, which I'm sure you are. You can also access a new item menu from here. You can import stuff like this. So let's see. That'll be something fun to import. I don't care. Another version of the graphic. Cool. Or if you don't want to be a scrub, no, there's also Control I. They can do that. But you can also just double click in the gray area and import whatever you want. And great. Fantastic. Find faces. I'm sure that's really neat, but I've never used it, so I'm not going to try and teach it. Find again. They give you so many options to find stuff. I mean, just name your files and you'll be zippity-doo-dying along. Zack Carter. And, you know, I mean, that's... I'm not really sure if anything else you really need to know about the project bin. You can drag stuff into bins. I mean, cool. Drag stuff out of bins. Renaming stuff by double clicking on it or hitting enter. Alright, let's see. This isn't like Final Cut, so you can drag stuff by the name and not just the icon. You can drag bins inside bins, so you can get incepted a little bit up in here. There are scroll things. Those are cool. I mean, yeah, who doesn't like scroll things? But I mean, hey, it's a project bin. Like, it's pretty neat. So, I think I'm gonna let that wrap up the project bin set of stuff. I'm sure it's gone on for plenty long. Does it say how long? I don't know. But cool. Alright. Well. Yeah. That's the project bin. Have a fantastic day.